In this morning's Business Insight, the 17th Annual Family and Private Business Awards, sponsored by the Gehring Center at UC's Linder College of Business, are scheduled for Tuesday, September 13th at Jack Casino, Cincinnati. The Gehring Center launched in 1989 with a generous endowment from John Gehring, a former UC accounting professor and registrar. Mr. Gehring continues to support the center's mission as an active board member and benefactor. Larry Grip runs the Gehring Center, and he is with Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith in the studio with a preview of this year's finalists and the gala. Jamie and Larry.
Thanks, Peg. Larry, thanks for being here today.
Well, it's great to be here again, Jamie. Thanks.
Well, she just talked a little bit about the Gehring Center's awards. Tell our audience first, kind of what's the mission of the Gehring Center? What's your guys' reason for being?
Well, family and private businesses generate over 70% of the new jobs in our region. So the Gehring Center is an education, training, and helping family businesses connect on behalf of UC. So we're a not-for-profit, but we're here to help those companies be great employers and to support them in that effort.
Well, that's great. Now, September 13th is your annual Family and Private Business Celebration. Kind of tell our audience what they can expect to see if they attend that event.
Well, as I just mentioned, family and private businesses are so key that this is an annual event where we simply celebrate that we've got this great community. And this is fairly unique in the greater Cincinnati area, that we have such a dominating force of family and private businesses. And so it's meant to do that, and during the course of the evening, we'll present 6 major awards by divisions to family businesses and private businesses. And we had over 550 nominations for those 6 awards.
Oh, wow.
So you can see the community support of wanting their friends and their own companies to receive these awards.
That's great.
We also do a Volunteer of the Year award, and because people like yourself, Jamie, we have over 200 volunteers each year help us carry out our mission. And then we put one family or business into the Hall of Fame, the Greater Cincinnati Family Business Hall of Fame.
Okay. Talk a little bit more about the Hall of Fame. What's the criteria? What are you really looking at when you select that Hall of Fame winner?
Well, Hall of Fame means exactly that. There are different criteria. The 4 major ones are: we look for a business that's been growing and increasing its employment in our region. Second, that they've influenced the image of the greater Cincinnati area far beyond us, so even on a national scope. And then we want to see that that company or individual has been engaged in our greater community. And last, we look at their philanthropy.
So pretty much overall everything they've done to impact our community.
Absolutely.
Business, outside business, and everything.
Indeed.
And this year's winner, can we tell?
Absolutely. That's why I'm here to talk up. Our winner is the Dries Company from Northern Kentucky, obviously. And many people don't know that they're the 10th largest privately held home builder in the country. 28th overall when you include all the public companies in home building, residential building.
It's pretty impressive.
It's terrific, and they exemplify being engaged in their community. Now, they were started in 1928 by Theodore Dries.
Which is Ralph's father?
Ralph's father. Ralph came in the 50s, now followed by his son, David Dries. And the 4th generation is now represented in the company as well. In the late 80s, they made a $100,000 contribution to the Crawford Museum in Northern Kentucky, and to help it relocate, and then they helped raise $4.5 million over the next 10 years for that museum. Wow. Just one example. But the example most of us would know about of where they've been tremendous contributors to our community is the Dries Pavilion.
Absolutely.
Up in DeVoe Park. And that's a contribution that keeps on giving. Because it's not only a hot spot for weddings and events with that spectacular view of the city, it's also the revenue from that keeps that park going. for the city of Covington.
Well, a lot of businesses use that facility a lot. I've been up there for several awards programs and different conversations, so I know that's a big impact on the business community.
Huge.
So I think that's a great example of any of your members, right? I mean,
Right.
of what you're looking at, what they've done. So you mentioned one thing early in the interview about the Gehring Center is one of the best at what they do. I mean, you guys are a role model for many other organizations that try to do what the Gehring Center does, right?
Well, we're a university-based extension out into the business community, and there are about 45 of these across the U.S.
Yeah.
And from a membership point of view, we have just over 400 members. The next largest of those other 40-some has about 200 members.
That's
So the
awesome.
community support, Jamie, is what's done this for the Gehring Center.
Well, what I'd love to do at some point is have you and maybe one of your members on the show and just kind of talk about what it's meant to them to be a member of the Gehring Center.
Oh, that'd be great.
All right. Thank you so much, and I look forward to the big party in September.
Great. Thank you,
All right.
Jamie.
Thanks. Pat?